People, I'm Tom, and it's time to face the music. I am here, I'm on holiday. Let's evaluate how the 8-week action plan of losing weight, gaining size, putting on muscle went. Let's just cut straight to it. Got some before pics, got some after pics. This is the before and after of how I looked and how I look now. Let's look at just the before. Now let's look at just the after. Ultimately, I set out a set of goals for myself to get from point A to point B in a set amount of time. And I thought, what better time to sit down and actually evaluate that than on holiday? I have to excuse the vest. I don't know if that's seen as egotistical. It's just really hot, right? Anyway, so I'm currently on holiday. I weighed in just under 88, 87.9, 87.8, I think it was, something like that, literally just under 88 kilos. So I hit my target. My target was 87, 87.5. Look, slightly away from that. Weight-wise, I'm happy to say I hit my target. Just that would be a day of not drinking as much. I drink about 5 litres a day. That would simply be a day of don't drink as much water. I've hit my target, right? The issue I've got, as you probably see with the photos, look, I think I look better. I think my chest noticeably is a bit better. Perhaps my shoulders are a bit more broad. I think my torso is lost a bit of tubbiness there. Those pictures were taken at 91 kilos. My starting weight was 97. So those pictures were taken when I'd already lost 6 kilos. I just completely forgot and didn't think to take photos. I feel like that's worth mentioning. I completely forgot and didn't think to take before photos and then did that after already losing 6 kilos. So my stomach looks a bit leaner, my chest perhaps a bit, maybe shoulders a bit broader. Ultimately, although the weight came off, the muscle didn't go back on. And I think the reason for that, when I started this challenge, for the first, I'd say 4 weeks, maybe going on 5, certainly 4 weeks, I was really consistent in the gym. Every week I'd hit at least 4 sessions. And what I do is I have a 4-day plan where I just roll on to the next. So if I hit Thursday and I'd finish, I wanted to go again Saturday, I'd just bring next week's session to Saturday and just roll through. Really good. Then I had to move. I left London. Maybe the 15th of June. So a good 3 or 4 weeks out from holiday. I left London and everything derailed then. I was really on tracking calories and going to the gym. Suddenly, I'm not trying to make excuses, I'm just explaining, right? Ultimately, I failed and it's not good enough. You know, weight came off, I don't look how I want to look, and it's not good enough. So I'm not trying to make excuses, I'm just explaining to you, transparency, what happened. So I left London. When I left London, I didn't have a set place to stay or a set plan, idea, right? Which meant, because of that, my training went from 4 times a week to maybe once a week. And my tracking calories really fell. I just couldn't track calories. Luckily, I'm pretty clued up. Like I've been tracking calories for long enough that I have a rough, I'm not going to sit here and say very accurate, but rough idea. I'm not going to say accurate. I have a rough idea of the calories of certain foods. Therefore, I was able to roughly estimate what my intake was, which meant I could still keep shedding the weight off at a slower rate, which is why I didn't get there, plus the exercise diminished, but I could still keep tracking calories, roughly. But the food wasn't where it should be. The protein plummeted off a cliff, carbs and fats went up, processed foods went up, because I didn't have any fixed place to stay, i.e. kitchen to use, etc. And then the gym, because I was constantly bouncing around and still am when I get back from holiday, weird one, I'm going to be constantly bouncing around and floating from here to everywhere. It means that the gym just took a back seat, and I would go when I could, I just couldn't go that much, you know, once, twice a week, not ideal. Ultimately, I think that's why my physique was on a really good trajectory and just stagnated. That said, people, this isn't the end. I've really enjoyed this, and I've enjoyed holding myself accountable, people getting involved, you guys giving good feedback and saying you're doing it as well. Brilliant, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let me know your thoughts on another series idea, whether it be, you know, 5K time, lift, targets, whatever you think it could be. Let me know in the comments below. We'll get another one going, people. I've also decided I'm going to tuck on a little bit of a mini vlog of my holiday on the back of this, so people enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, a comment, subscribe, and other stuff, wise people. Peace. I've just decided to start filming this because we decided to do a bit of a weight cut for this holiday. So I thought, why not do a vlog on the holiday? So I don't know how much you've seen up to now. In case you couldn't see, I'm dripping in sweat. Italy is hot. We're in Tuscany, Italy. Up there with the nicest ice cream I've ever had. Rented a bike and cycled down. Want some mango and limon ice cream. And this is the current view we're working with. The flags are a bit off-putting, but other than that, mountain scenery all around. Something I could get behind. Dentro alla bocca stringevi troppo gelato per sciogliersi. Dormi sepolta in un campo di grano, la rosa non è tulipano.